Hi, I'm Stephanie Laska. I lost 140 pounds and created Dirty Lazy Keto. Thanks for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and enjoy the show. Well, how much weight can I expect to lose on a keto diet? A lot of people have that question, right? How much? We want to lose weight. Well, today's guest is going to help us answer this question. Before I introduce Amy, who I know you're all excited to meet, I want to spin the wheel because a lucky listener or viewer is going to win a prize from participating in the comments. So let's see what you're going to win today, because we like prizes. We like prizes. It's like Wheel of Fortune. Oh, how exciting. So today's participant will win a free Dirty Lazy Keto fridge magnet with recommendations on the food pyramid, like how to spend your carbs to best potentially lose weight on Dirty Lazy Keto. So I'll send that to somebody for free. There we go. So I'm going to move this out of the way here behind me. All right. And I'm going to welcome to the show, Amy. Welcome. Hi, Amy. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm super. Thank you so much for coming on our show today.
Absolutely.
Can you tell all of our listeners and watchers a little bit about your Dirty Lazy Keto weight loss journey?
Yes, I started last July of 21. I hit my goal in December of 21 of 135 pounds. Woo!
Wait, hold up. Did you say 100 and what?
Huh?
How much weight have you lost?
But right now I'm 129.
Well, I'm very excited about this. 129, yes. 135. This is a huge amount of weight.
Well, when you're 200 plus, I topped out at 225.
Wow.
And I did a clean eating, which I didn't realize at the time, 7 years ago. It was keto that I was doing with a little dirty keto that I didn't know about. And I gained 67 pounds back. But then I lost it again, and dirty keto is life now. I mean, it's amazing. It gives me the freedom that I need because I have a sweet tooth as well. So I can have all of my good foods and the things that I enjoy and not feel guilty.
Well, I think that you're very honest and sharing how, sometimes it takes us multiple times to do this. And that's okay, right? It doesn't have to be one and done and be perfect. It's okay to have it be a journey with some ups and downs and some learnings and some reflections and some growth. I think that's completely normal. And I think people are surprised by that. What do you think?
Well, we all look for perfectionism. We really do. Life eating is my life. Some people say I'm obsessed, but if I wasn't obsessed, I wouldn't have the wisdom in knowing what I'm doing. And I have fallen, skinned my knees, got back up, skinned my knees, feel bad because I ate something that I shouldn't have. And then look at the scale. Oh my God, I gained a pound, but with Dirty Lazy Keto, I have a wide variety of different things that I can do. If I want ice cream every night, I'll have ice cream every night. If I, want cookies, but it's made differently. So it's not that I can't have it. I've just got to be more mindful and have more wisdom and enjoy those things as well, with my family.
Yeah, I like that because you're enjoying things. You're not missing out, right? Nope. You don't feel resentful. You're just eating those same kind of things if you want to, but in a different way.
Well, girl, we had roast and mashed potatoes and gravy and all that stuff last night, but I didn't have the mashed potatoes. I made my cauliflower mash. So everybody else had rolls. I had my keto toast. So I can enjoy things like everybody else can, but for my body, I have to do it the right way. And I know what I can have and I know what I can't have.
Amen.
So it is a mindset.
And you're in Texas, right? So these things are very important to you. This is not like you can just skip away from the biscuits and the toast and the roast. Like these are part of your culture in a way, and it's important to you and your family. So you figured out a way you could still participate, still enjoy, but not feel like, you're on some kind of mean diet.
Absolutely. And, I kind of get teary-eyed about this. My son, my oldest, and some of you may have seen him, he was 270 pounds. He started in October of 21. He is now 204 pounds. He sent me a text message yesterday and told me, "Thank you, Mom, for setting the example, because I would have never known." And he was like, how are you losing this? I told him, and he's lost so much. I have a 16-year-old that started 260. He is now 194.
Wow.
And just the minor changes and stuff that I've made is now it's falling on them. And it's just really exciting because we've had some ups and downs. And I'll be honest with you, my oldest son lost his father at 47, 568 pounds, something that could have been prevented. My middle son lost his dad at 49. Diabetes killed him. So when you're looking at your children as a single mom, I got to live. I got to be healthy for them. And to see them making changes in their life is just, it's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss for words. I'm so sorry for what your family has gone through, but I'm also like, I'm just blown away. I'm blown away right now by what you're telling me. Cause this is like life-changing stuff. It's not just like, cookies and ice cream. You're talking about a whole lifestyle change where, your kids have lost the dads that they knew from weight-related or diet-related type illnesses. And now they're changing that story because of you.
Well, and they've also seen their mom with majorly high blood pressure, borderline diabetic. And then I just went to the doctor 4 months ago. My blood pressure is absolutely perfect. He rechecked it because he didn't believe it. I am on no medication. I have no more pre-diabetes, nothing. I am 100% healthy at 49 years old. So it's awesome.
Hey, happy birthday to you. And what a gift. And at 49, I'm thinking you look like 29, my friend. You look very healthy. I feel like you're about to go run a marathon. You look so fit and active and tan. And, you look like alive and vibrant.
Well, on my birthday, I hit 135. And that was the best gift I could ever give myself.
Can I show everybody your before and after picture since we're kind of talking a little bit? Tell us a little bit about this picture here that I'm showing on camera and what this means to you.
The one to my left, holding one of my children was my highest. I was 225 pounds. Very unhappy, single mom, working 2 jobs, eating everything that I could when I could, because, we got to eat that last chicken nugget off their plate or the last little spoonful of mac and cheese. And I was one when my kids went to bed, I grabbed those ice cream bars. I grabbed everything because that was my downtime. And I always told myself, that's my happy place. But then the other picture is 129, a size 4 and a small shirt. So when I was heavier, I topped out almost a 20 pants. And I usually say my done lapped over 3 times, which I don't have to worry about that anymore. So it's amazing.
Well, you look beautiful in both pictures, but I love the story about how you're feeling so much healthier and you're off the medications, you're not pre-diabetic, and you're making a real difference to your kids and changing their lives as well. So it sounds like it's more than just, the size small or the pants that are teeny tiny.
Well, that size small is pretty important. My mother I'm gonna tell you something. My mom has always been little, always tiny. And growing up, I always seen my mother and was like, God, I would love to be like that. I would love to be like that. Well, now we're taking each other's clothes. So
how cute is that?
That's pretty awesome.
That is totally awesome. Well, it's motivating, isn't it? When you have like cute clothes to wear and you can go shopping in different departments. I know that was a big deal for me. Every time I'd lost a size, you have to go buy something new. It was kind of fun. It was like a prize.
It is fun. It's like we're teenagers again.
Yeah.
Experiencing this whole new way of life.
Whole new way of life. Well, what advice, Amy, would you give to somebody that's brand new starting during lazy keto, kind of scared, maybe thinking, I don't know if I can do this. I'm nervous. I don't want to give up bread. Like people, what would you say to them?
Okay. So you don't have to give up bread. You don't have to give up pizza. You don't have to give up those things that you enjoy. Just learn to make them differently. Grab your swerve sweeteners, grab your almond flour, grab your things like that and start small. A lot of people say, I can't give up sugar. Yes, you can. Once you can get over that hump, and like I said, keep that swerve sweeteners in there, the powdered, the granular, little things like that. When we want to make cookies, we don't want to grab that white sugar. I would rather grab the swerve sweetener. Learn how to make your recipes differently that can accommodate your carb intake. I try not to go over 30 a day. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I do a little bit, but I'm very strict with that. I do not count my vegetables unless it is spaghetti squash or it's acorn squash. Stay away from your potatoes, stay away from your rice, use your different options, grab your hearts of palm rice, doctor it up, your cauliflower rice, get all the staples like that you need. Jello, major thing. Keto whip, major thing. Heavy cream, major thing. And you can make all the delicious things that you want. And then having this DLK site on Facebook is amazing. There's so many people out there are willing to help, because it's not about anything else but helping each other and being happy. And, if you mess up and you eat that roll, tomorrow's a new day. Do not beat yourself up. Don't have any self-condemnation, because it's a journey that we're on. You're not going to lose 20 pounds overnight. You may not lose 20 pounds in a month, but you know what? If you've lost 5, 10, that is a major accomplishment. It really is. It's just a life-changing experience. And on this site that we're on Facebook, we get so tickled. We laugh at each other. I've got sisters all around the United States right now, and we just have fun.
I love that. And you're such a leader in the group. I love that about you. You're not afraid to get on there and share and post and ask questions and support other people. Because you're right, this is a journey and it makes it fun. And I don't know about you, but I feel like motivated when I can help pay it forward, because it helps me too. It kind of like is a circle in a way.
It is. It is. And, we all have pasts. We all have things that we've gone through, whether you're a child, a teenager. Oh, the teenager stage is awful, but I've got 2 right now. But, you have your bullying, you have all of those things, and we carry those on into adulthood. And then we feel like we're in a vice grip. We can't move. We can't take that step. Please take that step, because once you take that step, it gets easier and easier. And once you know what you're doing, you're like, whoa, I should have done this a long time ago. So don't think you can't have things. You can have things to eat and enjoy them.
Right. And ask questions too, and ask for support when you can't figure it out. When you say like, yes, oh my gosh, like you said, you're having dinner with your family. They're all having mashed potatoes. You're kind of feeling pressured. Ask the group if you're brand new. Hey, what do I do in this situation? Because someone like you, Amy, you're willing to share. Hey, easy switch. Do the cauliflower mashed potatoes. Pour the gravy on it. And then they're like, oh, okay. Like, especially when there's beginners, they don't know these things. So it's helpful to ask.
Yeah. And then you'll find out, say a couple of times you do that, you're going to have family members go, whoa, what are you doing?
And that can feel weird, can it? Is it always positive?
Yes.
It cannot always be positive. Sometimes it's a little weird, right? Well, I have to ask you, I know you made it sound so easy with the family support and the kids on board, but has there been some big obstacles for you, Amy? And how did you overcome them?
Well, in the beginning, and I will tell you, like I go out to dinner with friends and stuff, whether it's Outback Steakhouse or things like that. You're always going to have those ones that say, oh, just a little bite won't hurt. Well, maybe not. But in my mind, I have a goal, and it's a lifelong enjoyment of my life. That baked potato may not hurt me, but it's going to kind of skyrocket my insulin levels. Okay. It's going to make me feel like poop. And then when I go home after I've ate it, I'm going to feel terrible. I'm going to think I gained 5 pounds. In my mind, oh no, my shorts are tighter. So to me, it's not worth it. Staying on this journey and doing the right thing, I don't feel deprived. So therefore, I really don't want that stuff anymore. Salads are great for me. Big old plates of broccoli is amazing for me. And now that I've done this for so long, I choose those good things over the bad things now. I don't even think about it. Did it take me a while?
Yeah.
It did take me a little while, but now the benefits outweigh anything else.
Well, tell us more about the benefits besides your weight loss.
The benefits is good health, glowing skin. Your clothes fit good. Hey, I'm going to the water park on Sunday. I'm like, oh boy. So,
you are such a firecracker.
Everything, you just feel good. And I don't feel guilty if I do grab that ice cream with some walnuts and a couple slices of strawberries. I don't feel guilty because I know what's in it. I know it doesn't affect me. So therefore I'm happy and I still get to enjoy the good things.
That's like the theme of your message today. It's like, you're not going to feel deprived. You figure out ways to switch or swap things out, and
Absolutely.
you make good choices. And if you mess up, you just get started back again right away. You don't kind of wander off like, oh, how did this? No, you just get back on it.
Well, and we plan meals. Like tonight is going to be breakfast night, which everybody's so excited. I'm making omelets with mushrooms and onions and peppers. With that, we're doing the Birch Benders pancakes, which I can have with the sugar-free syrup. So I get to enjoy dinner with my family, which they love breakfast, but I get to eat it too. So before, a long time ago, oh, you can't eat those pancakes. You can't eat that bread. You can't have this. You got to have this. Well, now, today's society is making it easier, but there's a lot of people out there that don't know how to do it. So that's where DLK comes in. Get on there, ask questions.
I love your Texas accent when you say that. It cracks me up. I love it. Well, I'm curious. I know you've mentioned the Dirty Lazy Keto Facebook support group as a important, valuable tool, but are there any other resources that you would recommend people, that's worked for you or helped you?
Well, I read a lot, Facebook, TikTok, or whatever, but I'm always looking at different options. A lot of people that know me, I'm very creative. So therefore, if Chopped is one of my favorite shows, I love it. So when I'm watching shows like that, in my mind, I'm already creating it to be what I can eat. So whether they use rice, I'm like, ooh, hearts of palm. There we go. I'll put that in there. Or they'll say, milk, add a half a cup of milk. No, I'm going to grab a half a cup of heavy cream. So you can just tweak your little things and just make things fun. So I'm always looking at recipes that, aren't very low carb, but I can make them low carb.
Like easy ways to just make those switches. Like you said, switching out a couple of ingredients and then suddenly it's doable. It makes more sense.
Yes.
Now, do you make separate dinners for your family, or do you make kind of one dinner for everyone?
I make one dinner for everyone, but I'm a vegetable nut. So when I put, oh my God, I love my vegetables. So when I'm doing like cauliflower and eggplant and zucchini, my kids usually don't touch it. So therefore there's more for me. But now my mother, oh my God, I'm staying with my mom for right now, and she's loving it. She's eaten more vegetables in the past couple of weeks than she has in a lifetime.
And it's changing her, I bet. It's a big deal when you start eating that way. My
brother's already lost 15 pounds.
And he wasn't even trying.
So I got to tell you something hilarious. So we made dinner last night, and they made their plates, and they sat down, and my brother looked at me, he goes, I can't even tell what's real and what's not real anymore. And I said, no, honey, you've got real potatoes. I've got the ones that aren't real.
Right. That's so cute. But it's true though. After a while, I posted the other day, I was so excited that I made tacos, and I've got teenagers as well. And I always put out everything. So everyone chooses, I'm not being a food police, even to my own family. They can choose if they want beans or if they want shells or tortillas or chips or, I just put them out. And both of my kids chose romaine lettuce boats and made their own tacos with the romaine lettuce boats and left the tortillas, and they didn't want them. And I was like, yes, parenting win. Well, and it's not that they're trying to lose weight. They just thought, oh, this tastes good. They just liked it. And I thought, oh my gosh, it's working. I'm being a role model. It made me feel so happy.
Well, and my kids are so funny because my 12-year-old, he's like, oh, keto this, oh, keto that. Well, now I don't even buy regular bread. I don't buy regular tortillas. So if they want them, they have to eat them.
And it's just high fiber. It's not like there's something weird or wrong or untasty about it. Yeah. They're just getting something with a little bit more healthiness, because most people don't eat fiber. Now, I'm curious, Amy, you mentioned you don't count vegetable carbs, and people ask me that all the time. So tell me more on your thoughts on that whole issue. Go, girl.
Okay. A lot of your stricter keto and keto police, things like that, they'll say you can't have this, you can't have that. You've got to follow Marcos, all this. I've never done that. I don't count my calories. I don't count my macros. I don't count my my fats, things like that, because I pretty much know what I can have in a daily allowance of what I have. But vegetables, absolutely not. Like if I go to Panda Express, I tell them, give me lots of vegetables, pile them on, and then I'll have the teriyaki chicken without the sauce, which that's like a dreamboat for me. I may have a Brussels sprouts for dinner with broccoli, and I may have a salad with oil, vinegar, or lemon's my favorite. But do I count the lemon? No, I don't count the lemon, because to me, those things are good for you. They're going to pass through. I mean, come on, vegetables.
Let's be real.
Anyway, so that's another thing. But I don't eat beans. I don't eat lentils. I don't eat things like that because they are higher carbs. And I know my body doesn't do well with carbs. I don't process them like a normal person would with a higher metabolism. But I don't eat white potatoes. I don't eat white rice. I don't eat regular pasta. I make my own pasta. So just all of those staples that everyone else eats, I don't, because I know what they do to my body. And I know basically I'm allergic because I start puffing out.
Well, like you said, really your skin totally changes. And that's one way to look at it. It's like, hey, you know, you and I, we eat sugary cookies or cake or, you know, real potatoes. Our body doesn't handle it, right? That's kind of what you're saying. It's like all things go wrong. And I get that. And that's why I don't eat them either, because it just leads to trouble. It's not just the like overeating or the sugary stuff, but I just feel like crap, like you said, and the skin issues and inflammation. Like there's a lot, right?
Yeah. And, you know, when you look at things like that, I mean, you may not be per se allergic to it. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
But really, the way your body reacts to the sugar and the carbs, honestly, I think we are allergic. You know, we get bloated, we get puffy, we gain weight, we hurt, our sugar skyrockets, our insulin level skyrockets. We end up with diabetes, you know, which can lead to heart disease. So if you really think about it, I think we are allergic, Stephanie.
Yeah. I mean, it's one way of looking at it that makes sense to me. I mean, how can anyone argue with that? It's like when people say to me, oh, my doctor doesn't want me to do keto. I say, are you joking? Your doctor doesn't want you to cut out flour and sugar. Your doctor doesn't want you to eat more plants and healthy fats and like be more active and have less weight on your body. Like that to me is just so confusing.
Yeah. And it's just a vicious circle because it's just more medications, more doctor visits. And, you know, anyway.
It is. Well, you're such a firecracker, Amy. You're such an inspiration.
Yeah. Well, my dream is to be able to give somebody the joy that I feel, the happiness that I feel. I mean, it's more than a number on a scale. It's how you feel in your own skin. Do I have extra skin? Absolutely. But, you know, that's my battle scar. And I look at it, you know, it's like, oh, my arms. Oh, well, just think about how big your arms were, you know? So that's one way to look at it. Some people have asked me, are you going to have surgery? I'm like, no, because that's taking a part of my life away that I've worked so hard to get, you know? So we're all going to have little things that we don't like about ourselves, but love yourself enough to take care of yourself.
I love that spirit. Well, it's a community. We're a family, and I'm so glad that you're part of it because I feel like you're a real shining rock star example of what it means to change your life and your family's life and do so with an attitude that just makes it doable. I mean, you are an example. You are a rock star role model. And I want to give you a huge round of applause. And I know everyone's going to give you a thumbs up and say good job in the comments, right? Because you are amazing. You are amazing. And so keep up the great work, keep us posted, and keep up all your amazing awesomeness because we love having you with us.
Thank you so much. I love you guys.
All right. Say goodbye. All right. We'll talk to you later, my friend.
All right.
Bye, Amy.
Bye-bye, sweetie.
Take care.